Dear PhD students, welcome in a new lecture in our advanced English course. Today we'll talk about writing and writing tips. Before going through how to write your text, you need to know some information about the structure of the paragraphs. Of course, your text will be divided into many paragraphs, and each paragraph should consist of many parts. For example, in the beginning you need to think about a main point or idea per each paragraph. Then you will summarize this idea in the first sentence. I mean, you should put the idea in your mind directly in the first sentence, which is called the topic sentence. Then all the following sentences will support the main point or the main idea in your mind, and all these sentences called supporting sentences. In the end, you will summarize this main point and you will transfer gradually to the end of your paragraph and prepare the reader to the transition to the next paragraph using a sentence called concluding sentence. Now we'll talk about the text. The typical structure of a text is as in the following: title, introduction, main part, and conclusion. You should make your text interesting and avoid being boring. You can do that by varying the lengths of your sentences. Use the shortest sentence to put emphasis on an important statement. Vary the length of your paragraphs and avoid one sentence paragraphs. The one sentence paragraphs mean the sentence that its length more than 1.5 line or 2 lines, for example. To write a good text, you can use various possibilities such in the following. You can use one of the following rules: general to specific, which mean using general statements or information followed by details and examples, or you can use the opposite, specific to general. You can use another rule such as the noun to unnown, least important to most important, chronology, which mean ordering your data or information by time. How to write your text. Remember that successful writers follow these steps in their writing. First of all, you should collect the data. You will talk about it. Then you need to organize it. Then make an outlines for yourself to know where you should put this information and how. Then you will perform your first draft. This first draft is editable. That's mean you can edit, change, reassess, and add or reduce the information you provided within your text. After all these corrections, you will perform your final draft. We have some useful connecting words. You need to learn how and where you can use them. 1. Expressing addition. Sometimes you need to add some information to other information you stated before. You can use one of these expressions: in addition, as well as, moreover, not only but also, furthermore, besides, also, to, and. In the beginning of the paragraphs or the beginning of a sentence, you need to use the in addition, moreover, and furthermore, but you can't use besides, also, and other words in the beginning. Instead, you can use them in the middle of the text. We have also rules on how to use them. You can't use moreover or furthermore in the beginning from the first level. In the opposite, you should start by using in addition. Then if you have more information you need to add, you can use the moreover, and if you want to add more other information, you will use the furthermore. You can have a look to these examples below. Number 2, expressing contrast. To express contrast, you can use these expressions: although, even though, in spite of, despite, however, yet, nevertheless, nonetheless, on the contrary, whereas, on the one hand, but on the other hand, conversely, and but. You can have a look for the examples below. Number 3, expressing cause and effect. To express cause and effect, you can use these expressions: consequently, as a consequence, as a result, therefore, because of this, for this reason, because, since, as, for, due to, owing to. And now please have a look to the examples below. 4, expressing purposes. To express purpose, use the following words: in order to, in order not to, so as not to, not to. You can now have a look on the examples below. Number 5, summarizing. When you want to summarize something, you can use the following expressions: in conclusion, to conclude, to sum up, briefly, all in all, and like these words, you can always end your paragraph with like these words. Now we'll learn some useful academic expressions. Sometimes you need to express about things in your mind using a certain or a special phrases. For example, stating your own position on a subject or topic. That means you will give your opinion in something you just read, or you read a paper and now you want to summarize the information according to how you feel about this information. You can use this paper aims at and go through the things you want to say. This paper will be concerned with blah blah blah. Add your information. The aim of this work is to. The view presented in this paper, say review is that, and then go through the information you want to provide the reader about it. Number 2, presenting your own point of view. Here you will give your personal opinion. I strongly believe that, to my mind, as I see it, there are many reasons why it's important, it's necessary to point out that, and go through the details. The first thing to be considered is, and go throughout the things you want to put it here. Number 3, supporting your view and adding more information. The first or the second reason why is add the information. Or you can use firstly blah blah blah. Secondly, add the information you want, and so on. Or you can use not only but also add the information. The most important In addition, furthermore, another reason is a further point is 4. Stating the view of another person on a subject or topic. Chomsky 1965 argues or claims, points out that blah blah blah, add the information you want. The author's views can be stated as follows. The opinion of Chomsky 1965 is that add the information. Chomsky 1965 has suggested that add the information, and so on. 5. Agreeing with the views of others. As Chomsky 1965 says or states, and add the information. Like Chomsky 1965, it can be agreed that add the information because now add another reasons for why you agree. 6. Indicating a lack of knowledge in a particular topic or subject. You can use like this in the discussion. For example, when you state some information you discovered in your work, in your research, and it's found in the opposite side of another people's knowledge or things absent in their works. Despite the book's attempts to, it lacks accuracy, and add the information where. Although the research has tended to focus on, less attention has been paid to. Most studies such as Harris 1970 and Chomsky 1965 have emphasized, concentrated on, and then add anything you want. 7. Drawing a conclusion using the work of others. Here you have your personal opinion in the work of other people and you want to summarize their statements or their opinions. You will use to sum up as a conclusion, as a summary, all in all, to conclude, and other words such in the examples below. Now we'll move through some phrases that help you in the description or definition of the words or some concepts or phrases and so on. You can use, can be defined as, can be described as, refers to, and means. Thank you for listening. I hope you will find it useful for you and will start to apply all these examples and information in the next lectures. Thanks again and see you. Bye.